I highly doubt Trump's going to bail him out a second time. The president's approval rating is about as low as they go right now. But the good news is, and I'm shocked, that he hasn't mentioned this yet. He usually likes to brag, but it turns out he did very well on his physical and cognitive tests.
I do physicals because I think I have an obligation to do it. But I just came out with very, very good results. And I took a test, a cognitive test, and I got 100% on it. As the expression goes, I aced it. And the doctors told me it's very, very few people can ace that. It's actually a tough test.
No, it is not. I took that test. That is a test to find out if Grandpa needs somebody to wipe him, okay? What does he think we are, Democrats?
We can never forget what the Democrats, and they are dumb, what the Democrats, and that's my name for them. You change the U for the E, and nobody knows that dumb is a B. So you just put it, but the Democrats, what they've done to this country, and you can never forget it.
Is it too soon to give him that cognitive test one more time? I mean, here's all you need to know about the president's brain right now. He had a thing at the Oval Office today where he signs a bunch of executive orders he hasn't read. And he went on and on about how the size of his crowd 5 years ago was bigger than Martin Luther King's.
But it was amazing because that was my first glimpse into politics. I made a speech and I had more people. In other words, you put the picture side by side, which we have. And they said, I had 25,000, he had 1 million, but I had more people. They were tighter. My people were tighter.
Oh, wow. We've never heard that story before. Thank you for what's bigger than Martin Luther King. How about that's so big? You know what would be fun? Show everybody how big your new pool is.
So those are among the tallest buildings in the world, including the Empire State Building, World Trade Center, Sears Tower, Chicago. So if you lay it on its side, you take 2 or 3 of them to fill it in, because the width is almost 200 feet wide.
That pool, by the way, is the same size it was before he decided to paint it for $15 million. But it's bigger than skyscrapers now. I want to see him swim the length of that pool. Or even just the width of the pool. I want to see him stripped down to a pair of red, white, and blue Speedos with those big, floppy nipple bags. I don't care what you want. I want to see it. And take a long swim in his big, beautiful pool. Last night, the Trump suck-ups at CBS fired a great and deeply respected journalist, Scott Pelley, from his job at 60 Minutes because he stood up for truth and integrity at a show that's been the gold standard for broadcast journalism for 57 years. Pelley had had enough after the clowns who now run that show in the CBS News division fired reporters Sharon Alfonsi and Cecilia Vega, along with the executive producer Tanya Simon, and replaced Tanya Simon with a guy who has no experience in TV news. And that was it for Scott Pelley. He said the collapse of values at the top has become untenable, and he let him have it in a staff meeting, right to the new guy's face. So last night they fired him. 60 Minutes will be replaced by new episodes of Reporters Unleashed. The president, of course, applauded this cowardly decision. He said Scott Pelley is part of a gang of crooked, stupid people, different from the gang of crooked, stupid people he's a part of. And that should make for an interesting situation at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which is apparently back on. Yesterday, Trump announced, in a sign of strength and fortitude, it was just announced that the Correspondents' Dinner, which violently ended rather abruptly on April 25th, will be rescheduled to July 24th. This announcement is a very good thing in that we cannot allow lunatics to change our way of life or even its scheduling, said the lunatic who has changed our way of life. And